Hey, you. Hey, you, the one that's staring at the screen right now, the one watching this YouTube video. I want to tell you something really interesting. So, you probably know, if you're watching on this YouTube channel, Need for Speed World has been down for, I'd say, almost 8-10 months, almost a year, I'd say. About mid last year it went down. And you're probably thinking to yourself, oh god, I'd love to play that game again. I remember all the fun times of driving through Need for Speed Carbon and a Bugatti Veyron, or going over to Most Wanted and taking that RX-7 you always wanted to drive. Well, you're in luck. Just recently I came across Need for Speed World, well, the copy I had on my hard drive from when the game went down. So I've been playing it for, I'd say, I came in mid through the first year, so halfway through the first year, just after they started properly releasing it and that. But I came across the files for it, and I'm like, hey, I remember not long after, about a month or two after the game shut down, people were working on this thing called Need for Speed World Offline, which was pretty much turn Need for Speed World into a game you don't need internet to run. Which was pretty much, I'm pretty sure, one of our dreams where we could take it on the go, didn't need internet. So it did come out, and you're in luck. I have it here today. Here we are, Need for Speed World Offline. So as you can already tell, I've been playing with the game. I couldn't resist it. I had to, once I got the game, I had to get it. I just missed it so much, and when you do get this game, I'll put in the description a link to the actual website to download this game. It's like, what, just over 2 gig. You have access to every vehicle in the game. Every time you make an account, it is level 60. I can't seem to get the speed boost to work, but there are there's two variations of the game that they give you in the actual installer. I'm playing version, I think it's just 1.0, which is the only one I can actually get my computer to run on. For some weird reason, the other one doesn't like to work. But as you can see, starting off, the RX-7, as I actually said, 10 seconds ago, maybe just a bit more. But we're not going to play with my first account. We're going to make an account, well, a driver, not an account. We're going to create a driver, and we're going to enter the world of Need for Speed World. Now let's get onto it. So we need a username, we need a picture. Yeah. So what was the picture I picked? I don't want to pick the same ones. Okay, so I picked the Angry Asian Demon Driver. So I'll stay clear of this one. I think it's a Sylvia, that one. Oh, I shouldn't be worrying about the picture anyway, no one's going to see it. Yeah, we'll get that one. And we'll just put in AG37 because 14 characters, you can't actually even get the YouTube channel name in anyway, so here we go. We need a first car. So what we got access to? Dodge, Mazda, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Pontiac and Volkswagen. Pretty simple. I remember the days of having to actually drive this thing around. I think I spent a couple of months just driving this because I didn't have the money to afford anything. Yeah, it was really hard to earn money in. But look what we have. We have $5 million, and I can tell you right now, from the get-go, that never changes. That will stay $5 million forever. Sadly, I can't top up speed boost. I wish I could. What can we pick? Yeah, I don't want that. Wouldn't mind that. That'd be interesting. I haven't really played with much of the muscle cars, besides I think the Super Snake and the Charger. Why is the 15 cheaper than the... I don't even want to know why. Even the Challenger is cheaper than the Challenger is cheaper than the Mazda 3. Let's go to the S15. Now, before we start driving around or anything, I'm probably going to do a couple races, but we'll modify... Actually, we'll just throw this straight into the world. So look at this. Bet you a lot of you are probably missing this spawn. Let's have a look around. So, with this now, so you have all your basic races and everything, but there are little features in here that are quite nice, and I'm wishing also some that did work. So your police races, the ones where you had to get from point A to point B with your team, I think they're team escapes. Also, I'll stop by here for a sec so I'm chasing in. But the team escapes are all don't seem to work at the moment. I can't get them to work. I think because you actually need more than one player to do them, to activate them. But also, I don't know if these work as they're meant to be. But if you look around, like if you ever do get the game, some of the races actually have the reverse variants sitting next to them now. So I remember some of the races did have reverse variants at, well, I think special events or something. So it is really neat to have that. What else? So far, the only thing that hasn't worked has been team outruns. I've gotten everything else to work first try. I can even get just team escapes to work. It's the outruns I don't want to. I think it's outruns. You can never remember. Oh, it's team escape is the one that actually don't work. But police chase and everything, they all work. For some weird reason, it does take a bit to get a heat level, and after the actual police chase, your heat level will drop back to the highest it can go, which is 1. That seemed quite weird. Also, cops do not touch you in free roam, so pretty much a police chase, if you want to have fun do a police chase, you've pretty much got to go and do one of the actual preset races. Photos and everything also do work. What else? There's a lot of... I just miss this game so much. It's just fun to come back to it. Especially after so long and now having a more powerful computer, I don't have to worry about frame rate or anything. That was a big issue with me, is I couldn't actually play the game properly at points, because the computer I was using, I think, had 2 gig of RAM and a 1.3 gigahertz processor. It was a tiny little, I think, ASUS laptop or an Acer laptop. It was an Acer laptop, that's what it was. It's all I was playing it on, because it's all I had. Then I upgraded to the computer I've been using for most of my YouTube videos, and now I'm on this one, so I don't have to worry about frames at all on this game. Like I said, it's an easy... Well, like I probably should have said earlier, it's an easy game to run. Anyone can do it. I just can't seem to get controls to work, so you're going to be playing on your WASD key or your mouse or your arrow keys. Pretty basic. It's a fun game to play. But we'll go to the garage now. And as you saw how quick that was, I literally just pressed the H key on my keyboard and bam, back at the safe house. So let's do a little bit of customizing. Also, one thing that a lot of you might actually like is, back when the game was out, a lot of items like the really cool wheels, the wide body kits, number plates, neons, a lot of them, I believe, well actually not believe, I knew were all, they all needed speed boosts to get them. So you were using the really basic body kits, the cheap plastic looking spoilers. You couldn't have cool neons or anything, or even the number plates, you couldn't get the cool ones like Zombie or anything. I really wanted that one when it was out. So the people who created this, I thank them so much for this. They converted everything to body kit, well, to actual in-game currency. So it's no longer speed boost, so you can get every body kit. As you can see, the S15 has a lot of body kits, and they're all 20 grand each, so we'll have a look at them. And I forgot why sometimes a lot of people liked Forza better. Because seriously, that's like a NASCAR and a Time Attack car had a baby. And that was just what came out of it. That's not too bad. I believe that's probably what the S4... I think the S14 has the same body kit as that. I'm pretty sure I had that on at one point. Unless it was 15. That was not too bad. The only issue is I probably wouldn't stick it on if you planned your wheels to sit in too far. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, that's actually quite cool. I haven't gone through all of these cars. I've only done like 11 cars and then I stopped. So I don't exactly know. Well, I can't remember what half the cars had. I'll go with this one. Looks quite nice. Now spoilers, I know usually the ones at the bottom are usually the better looking ones. Usually. Well, that's a decent spoil. It's a bit low, but maybe we can find a bigger one. Yeah. Let's just jump randomly to one. If I was only taller. Yeah, what's this one like? Yeah, it's pretty good. We'll go with that. We'll make like a sort of like a drift car. Now, of course, carbon hood. You can't go wrong with the carbon hood. Now, here's the fun part, because some of these, the actual symbols, well, the thumbnails from missing, so. Well, that was actually a pretty good pick for a first one. See what a 19-inch looks like. Yeah, it's not too bad. We'll keep with that. Now, neons. I don't mind them. Like, they're sort of more messed up than what it used to be, like, location-wise. And if you just want to say the obvious, you're a police, then yeah. I usually like getting ones like that, like gleams. That's pretty cool. Bushido. That one's quite nice. Look at that. Now, window tint. I did try the blackout tint, or the smoke blackout, but for some weird reason, it has like a yellow pearl to it, so it doesn't look nice. So I think we'll just stick with a black tint, something just to tint it up a bit. Stage 3 lowering kit, of course. You gotta keep your JDMs close at the ground. Not all the time though. Sometimes they are a lot nicer to have higher up. So we'll put a. What are these 5-year ones? Look like they planned to go to 5 years, but they never made it. Oh, there we go. Turbo for the win, because why not? That's everything for that. We'll give it a quick paint. So, some weird reason the paint seems a bit funny, like especially with the blues. Because the actual blue there just goes like this. You can't actually get like a nice dark blue. You get every other colour, except for the blue. That's quite nice, and it fits the snow. Or snowflakes. I'm also annoyed. Oh, and the wheels can actually be painted. There we go. That's what we want. Nice black wheels. So done. It's going to cost us $1,000. Money doesn't change it at all. So performance. Now this is the interesting part, because I actually never got to... When I first played, I think I was still sitting on level 20 parts when the game actually finished. So being able to go in and actually put level 60 items on your car feels so good. I wish there was a way to get the level 70s, because there are 70 prototypes that are 100% increase. They would be amazing to have. Sadly, I don't know how to hit level 70. I think they might have been dev-only items. So, other than that, we'll throw everything on, put some level 50 elite wheels on, and we'll go do a race. I shall make sure that I've got everything else up and running first, because we need power-ups. You can't do a racing skin without power-ups. So we'll do a circuit race, of course. So what do we have? Traffic magnet, slingshot. One more time to catch the razor or wear your opponents down to cement your lead. Really? That's a power-up? I did not know that was actually a power-up. I think we should be good anyway. Oh, Juggernaut's already on there. Yeah, you can't really put any on anyway, so we'll leave them as they are, and we'll go do our first race in Need for Speed World offline. So already this is our Sylvia's looking way better. So we'll find a race, we'll bring up the map. So where are we at the moment? So if we keep on straight ahead, hopefully I did take the right road. That's lucky. I could have accidentally turned off on the wrong road. We'll go up to the circuit race here. So, Kempton Dock Circuit. I gotta remember where I'm driving instead of just looking at the map all the time. So I'm gonna take the right up here instead of going straight ahead, just so I can make sure. Yeah, that was lucky because I believe that we would have actually missed the race. Actually, no, we wouldn't. We would have made it anyway. Well, either way we went, so... Actually, no, we needed that road. So we'll turn around quickly. Now, I don't know why, but for some weird reason, this car has the camber, but the ride height has been raised as soon as I went into free roam. I do have to admit, playing this game again, I feel like I'm at home. It's just the amount of fun I had in both Carbon, Most Wanted, and Need for Speed World, since they're both maps for those games are in this one. Just the memories, and all the fun I ever had. What are we going up against? Sheesh, we got a fair amount of variation in cars here. Oh, that was a bit close. Almost got my rear end taken out by 2 Lambos. Oh god, 2 Lambos? Come on! A million and Sylvia! What's that? Boyd and Lizzie. Now, see how we go with just... Oh, and this is a 2-lap race. Okay, so I'm going to have to actually drive seriously. Possibly try to not hit them. Oh, that was... What's that? What? Okay, so there are some bugs sometimes where the car might decide just to turn on its own behalf. It needs a good hit to knock it out, like that, as you saw. But I actually have no idea why that happens. So just out of the blue, it's actually happened once before. I think it was in the middle of a police chase and the car just started turning right all of a sudden. Maybe some nitrous. So that's the Panamera. So it should be coming up on whatever the hell that thing was. And what I believe to another Panamera. Sheesh. Put a traffic magnet. Whew. That was a close one. But what's the point of putting a traffic magnet on someone if there's no traffic in the game anyway? Well, very little traffic that I know of. Also, there is actually one really cool feature I did actually forget to talk about earlier, and it's that even though this is Need for Speed World offline and it's offline service, they actually implemented a feature in it. So if you set it up correctly and you actually read up on how to do it, like I know it's there, I don't know how to do it, but you can actually do LAN parties with Need for Speed World offline. So you can get all your friends into one session, which I don't know how many people you can actually have in a server. It's probably as many as you want, so you can have like 100-player lobbies. As long as that one person is able to run it with their internet. So I know I wouldn't be able to. I could probably get a couple friends in, we could have some fun, but I wouldn't be able to play giant servers. Well, I probably could join them, but I couldn't actually host them. Get that out. Now that should make it a bit easier to take the win. If I did get better internet and I started to get some people that wanted to hang out with me in videos and that, and they played Need for Speed World, then I might actually start maybe possibly hosting servers every now and then. Now, I do question, why is my car still an E-Class? Because E-Class is 0 to 249, this car's in 650, so it's an A-Class car under the E-Class tag. So, there we have it. That's our look at Need for Speed World offline. pretty much there was no difference from when it was online. The only difference now is it's a lot quieter. And we have access to some really cool stuff. Which I'm definitely going to guarantee you there will be a second video, maybe even a third to this, where I'm going to go through more of the cars, and we'll try some things out. I might even if it comes to it, I might start a little series, if I ever actually do keep my promise and get around to it. I'll actually do a Will It Drift series, where I'll just go into random games, any game. It could even be Saints Row 4 for all I know, because I have that sitting around. I could go in there and I can just make a little video or a little montage of certain cars and just drifting them, and even show what I did to get that car to drift. Because at the moment I've been drifting in Horizon 3 with like 200 horsepower plus, or between 200 to 300 horsepower cars. I've actually figured out how to get them to properly slide around corners. They're not your professional Formula Drift type corners. They're more just you slide around a car park for fun. It's something like if you're a beginner and you just want to learn how to drive a car, or drift them, it's your best option. Might do it eventually, don't know when it would be. But I will see you for episode 2 of Need for Speed World.